Welcome to the Sub Hub Podcast. I'm Dani Moreno.
And I'm MK Sullivan. And today we are coming at you with our third round of OCC coverage. This one being the first time
What?
we've ever done it together.
That's crazy. I know. It only took 3 years for us not to do this race. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
back at it, guys. I am in Chamonix right now. MK's at home, baking little Sully bean in her belly. But yeah, it's always crazy. We were talking about today at or it was yesterday at our Terex dinner. We were talking about migrations with animals, and we have such fun topics. And we were talking about, like, do humans do that? And then we all started laughing and we're like, yeah, there's this really weird event. Everybody migrates to Chamonix at the end of August every year, and it's just this coming together, like, not for mating or anything, it's for a race. But yeah, this is our mass migration every year.
Well, it depends. I guess if you're single, it could also be a mating
Yeah.
opportunity.
For all our single lovers out there, this episode's for you.
Yeah, I mean, when we're recording this, it's a little bit early, so you're kind of like just getting to Chamonix. What's the general vibe looking like out in the valley right now?
Right now, it is cold, wet, and cold is basically what it is. I got here a week ago now. Time is flying, and it was really hot. I was in Annecy, and then from there I was in Courmayeur, and it was just nonstop baking, humidity. You couldn't get a reprieve from the heat. And then as soon as I got to Chamonix, like it's raining right now, and it's supposed to rain pretty much like the entire time until race days, which is crazy. But it honestly wasn't that busy the last few days, which is surprising. Maybe I'm just not seeing the people, but yeah, the vibes are high. It's great to be back with the team.
Yeah,
How's it being home?
oh, good. Real quick, I was gonna say, I feel like by Friday, like things will start getting crazy because that's like a week out from the longer races at least.
Yeah.
Then you'll just be like, oh my gosh, everyone's here. I gotta hide away in my little hole. But home is good. We had like the last 4 days have been significantly less hot than like the prior week. It's gonna get a little warm again, but it's this morning I went on a walk and I wore shorts and a sweatshirt, which is like my ideal living situation. I just love waking up and putting on shorts and a sweatshirt and just living my life in comfort. I did admittedly get a little bit hot towards the end, but I was like, it's shorts and sweatshirt season. I was so stoked.
Are you low key a fall girly? Do you love fall?
I fall in Reno is probably one of like the best seasons ever. 'Cause it doesn't like we still get pretty warm in the afternoons, but the mornings are just like perfectly crisp. So you can like open on all the windows in the morning and like sit on the front porch and be a little bit chilly with your coffee. I do love that.
Yes. Yeah. No, I get that for sure. Yeah, it is interesting having been here in Chamonix. I mean, I've been here this time of year every year since 22.
Hmm.
And it just seemed to alternate. 22 was really hot, 23 was like this. Last year was really hot, and this year it also appears like it's going to be like 22, like cold and dark and stuff. I can't think of that word. What's it called when the sky is dark?
Overcast.
Yes, overcast.
I was
That's the
gonna
word I was
say
looking for.
moody, but that was not the word we were looking for.
There's Moody's Coffee, world famous.
Ugh, I do love Moody's. Every time we're in Chamonix, we end up coming home with like a massive bag of beans.
It's good stuff. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. But yeah, we're here to cover OCC, the
Yep.
unofficial world championships of the 50K distance. Depending on who you ask, it's not unofficial, but UTMB week is upon us, and OCC is the 55K distance, which we've talked about this many times before, I'm sure, but in order to qualify to get to this race, you have to have run a UTMB qualifier race in 2024, unless you get an extension of some sort. But before the end of 2024, you had to have either gotten top three at a normal race or top 10 at a major to qualify to run here in Chamonix in August of 2025.
Yes, yeah, it's definitely a mostly transparent, I would say, qualification. Um, And that's how we got these people. And then you have to have like, oh no, it's literally what you said. The scores are irrelevant based on what place you're getting. But this race is roughly a 55K, or in American terms, roughly 35 miles, 36 miles, with 10,000 to 11,000 feet of gain, again, depending on your watch. And the race starts in Switzerland, which is really cool. I think they call this one the Swiss Little Sister, and you
Hmm.
start in Orsières or Ossiers, and you basically have a series of four main climbs. One from Ossiers to Champay, which all of the major races in UTMB run through Champay. And then from Champay, you have another climb that goes up this bovine down to Triant, which is also where all of the races, they also run this course. And then from Triant, you run a section of trail that is very unique to OCC only. It's a balcony trail where you run up to Col de Balme, and this is where you cross over from Switzerland into France, and you run down into a small town called Latour, and that is all before you start your final fourth climb, 4 out of 4, up to the very famous Le Flageur, before you do your final descent down into Chamonix proper.
Yes, and that like pink hut at the top of Col de Balme, iconic. Like
Iconic,
absolutely
yeah.
beautiful. And the descent coming off of that is just like so perfectly American runnable. It's like it was what a dream of a trail before you have to go back up to La Flagère and then bomb down the technical section into Chamonix.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, this course truly has it all. Like you do have to be able to do everything. I would say the skill you probably use the least is flat running. There
Yeah,
is like small sections of it from Triant, right? I would say it's literally only like 2K
half
of
a
in
mile.
quotes flat
Yeah.
running before you start climbing again up to Col de Balme. And it looks like you're on rolling terrain on that kind of balcony trail, but it's really technical actually. You have to watch where you're going. This is where Francesco Pupi, men's second place finisher last year, unfortunately took a wrong turn. So you have to really look where you're going. So yeah, it literally has a little bit of everything, but it is through and through a true mountain race, I would say. And then something also is there's no crewed aid stations at all in this 55K, which considering how long it takes is pretty brutal. So you have to carry everything with you.
Yeah, lots of mandatory gear and then also, for the women, 6 hours worth of food.
Food.
Like obviously you have aid stations where you can fill up, but if you're trying to take specific nutrition, which most people are, you're carrying like 10 bottles that have like, something in them prepared to be filled up. And that is a lot of room. I'm sure I actually didn't pay attention to what you wore last year, but I know when I ran it, I had a pack and a belt because there's just so much stuff that you have to carry.
Yeah, same with me last year. And now that I've actually done like sweat tests, I should have been carrying more.
Yeah.
Like even more than I already was, which felt like a lot. Um,
My
but yeah,
hope is that at some point there's a halfway crew for this race because I do think it's a little ridiculous
yeah, that would be nice. And I mean, even just like previewing now CCC and the fact that they have to carry all their stuff until
for the first
Champay,
50K. Yeah,
it's so much stuff too, like time wise. Um, yeah, that
it's
would
pretty
be nice
crazy.
one day. But yeah,
Well,
being that this race like has a course, we do want to point out like there's no cutting switchbacks. You have to stay on the trail the entire time. Um, but yeah, let's chat weather.
yeah. I mean, I was gonna say real quick,
Oh
this
yeah.
might be a hot take, but I think that OCC is like the true mountain race of this weekend. And, based on the way that everybody's talking about this new start at UTMB, maybe UTMB's less of a road race than it used to be, but OCC is like legit mountain, whereas CCC and UTMB, as long as they are compared to a lot of American races, are surprisingly runnable.
Yes, I would agree with you. Like again, now having the context of seeing CCC, like that course, and then knowing the parts of UTMB, like I think OCC is the most up down the
Yeah.
entire time. Like, and it's pretty much semi-technical to technical the entire time. I would say the least technical descent is coming off Col de Bomb, but you
Yeah.
do have to pay attention because if you clip your foot there, like it's really painful. You will fall hard and fast. Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to go over the weather for us real quick? Because drastic difference from last year.
Bro, I don't know what is going on. The fact that I showed up and like the weather was holding a strong 85 for multiple days with humidity right now. So we are recording on August 19th, folks. So a
Could
little over a
change.
week out. So we'll put a small asterisk on this. However, it is saying that next Thursday, 65 with 54% chance of rain. 50% chance of rain. That is in Chamonix proper. And then the thing that is the kicker this year is it is that weather everywhere. So sometimes you'll like start with no rain and then run into the rain, or vice versa. Nope. Thursday morning in Champagne, also 50% of showers at 66. So it's still going to be humid, but the fact that it's raining nearly every day before the race makes me think it'll still feel kind of like more of that
Cool.
frigid humidity, not like
Yeah.
that hot humidity. Because yeah, even the 2 days before showers, Monday showers, Wednesday showers. So yeah,
L-
interesting. Very, very eerily similar weather to 2 years ago, is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say.
And last year, we had to pack our hot weather kits last minute. But I have a feeling if it's 66 degrees down in Chamonix and Champay-Lac, that they're going to require a cold weather kit.
No.
I maybe not for
What?
OCC, but definitely for the longer races because you think about like
Um,
getting up high to Col de Balme even, it's gonna be pretty freaking cold up there. If there's a 50% chance of rain down in the valley, it's almost for sure raining up there.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I would pack that stuff just in case, folks.
Yeah, definitely bring it with you. I haven't come yet. Yeah, it says Thursday. It's just this weather is so trippy because it says 70 and also 50% chance rain. It's like a hot rain. It might
Yeah,
feel good. I hope they don't have to carry
yeah.
kits. It's just so much
I bet
stuff.
you if
But
it's like even like a slight chance of rain, there's probably a cold weather kit for UTMB since they go overnight.
totally.
But
Yeah,
it's
that
usually
I
like
totally get.
if they put it for one race, a lot of the times they do it for all, which sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
who
for
knows?
sure.
But
When it
honestly,
all
sounds
said and
like
done,
dream
we're
weather for, in my opinion.
yeah, ain't nobody coming back. That's what my take is already.
Yeah, don't expect blow ups when it's 65 degrees. Oh
Uh,
man. Well,
all right. So let's dive into last year's just kind of top results. More so we want to focus on the returners. So last year's winners are also both of our current course record holders. We have Eli Hemming, who was the first American to win this race in 5:11:48. And those seconds do matter, folks, because this is a long race. And Miao Yao on the women's side running 5:54:03, and only Miao is returning this year, but those are both the course record holders. And we have 7 female returners and 4 male returners.
yeah, so our top two on the men's side, Eli Hemming and Francesco Pupi, both moving up to CCC. Our top two on the women's side, returning, Miao Yao and Judith Wyder. Clementine Joffrey, who was third, is not returning because she is within the 30-day window of Worlds, and France has um, restrictions on if you can be on their Worlds team and race. But on the men's side, Antonio Martinez, top returner. He has been podium 3 years in a row. 3 years
Yes,
in a
three
row.
years.
So
Second, second, third.
yes, and he is returning with the top two men, as well as the top two men from the year before. Not, not going to be there, so it'll be him. Uh,
He, you said he is returning with the top
he
two
is
men?
returning, and the top two men from last year are not. And then from the previous year when he was second, that winner is also not there. So
Gotcha. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, super. I mean, obviously, yeah, women coming back with seven returners, that experience definitely helps a bunch. As far before we like dive into the favorites, um, actually, should we dive into the favorites and then do the new faces and dark horses and stuff?
let's finish out the returners for the top 10. Just like I'll go
Oh,
through them on the
name them.
women's side.
Okay.
Yeah. So, fourth place, Sarah Alonso will be returning. Seventh place, Camila Magliano. Eighth place, Ikra Marsala. Ninth place, Rosa Lara Faliu. And 10th place, Anastina Urquela. All coming back on the women's side. On the men's side, I already mentioned Antonio Martinez. And then in your fourth place finisher, Zhu Weizi from China is returning. Sixth place, Christian Jones from the UK, and eighth place, Tao Luo from China. So, men's side, a little bit more open in terms of like, experienced runners on this course. The women's side, I mean, we're adding a lot of really good women, but seven of the top 10 returning is a lot.
Yeah, when that already was like a pretty incredible drop of time from the last time this version of the course was run.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think like the top seven women last year, I would need to double check, beat the previous winning time from when this last course was run.
I think
And
you're right.
it was something like that. Well, that's
Because
wild.
seventh place is 6:07. And yeah, I feel like was it Sheila that won that year? I think it was like around 6:10.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Oh, here we have it. Yeah, Shayla ran 6:10 basically to win.
Yeah, top seven. That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah. And I mean, while we're at it, Manuel had won in 5:18. So only the top two men had run under his time. That's crazy. Or top three.
Top three, yeah, but
Yeah, that's
still.
crazy. Sick. Well,
You want
as
to go
we
through?
are going, oh, we got to get some love to Never Second first.
Oh yeah.
Uh, what did you do this morning? Tell the folks, MK. You guys, MK's on a freaking heater this morning. She's so productive.
Yeah, this morning I woke up early because Tommy is back at school, back to work. And I went for a walk with my dogs, and then I biked, and then I lifted. And so during all of that stuff, I didn't take anything on my walk, just my coffee. But then when I was on the bike, I had a little water bottle with a scoop of C30 in it. Because, like I mentioned last time, my little calves have been cramping. So I need a little bit of sodium and sugar when I'm on the bike or in the pool. And then I lifted. And right after I lifted, I slammed some of that P30 because that chocolate P30 is honestly like fueling my life right now. It tastes so good and it's really hard for me to get a lot of protein in. And that's just like 30 grams, easy peasy. So, yeah, I had my never second doses this morning. I'm feeling all jazzed up.
Yeah, and it also mixes really well. Like if
Yes.
you're just in a shaker bottle, if you've tried like other protein. But yeah, I agree. The P30 is top-notch protein. Big fan.
Yeah. What if,
Nice.
did you slam any never second today on a training run?
Well, it's funny because when I brought my luggage here, it was so heavy with Never Second, and I was kind of second guessing myself, like, Danny, do you really need all of this? Because I was calculating for training and racing, and now that I'm here, it is just disappearing. Like,
Yes.
I have eaten so much of it, which is nice for like my bags going home. But yeah, today I actually did like a half flask. Adidas created these like the baby flasks, like
Mm-hmm.
from I forget what that company is called, Hydro
Hydro
Pack.
pack? Yeah.
Yeah. And I put a C90 and then two unflavored gels in it so that it would get me to roughly 75 carbs per hour. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm just on that unflavored, like adding it to other flavors game. I'm like really big fan of that right now.
I actually need to try the unflavored tomorrow maybe, but I made Tommy a couple flasks because he was like out on a run and he called me and he was like, Rick just told me that I'm running for 6 hours instead of four. Can you bring me food? And I just like the unflavored was open and so I like made him a couple. And the next day I was like, how is the unflavored? And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I gave you unflavored C30. Like, how was it? And he was like, oh, I thought that you just gave me water. I was like, oh, so it's good. It works. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is actually the best review ever. There
so
you heard it,
unflavored is
folks.
unflavored.
Well, if you guys want to try unflavored P30, all the favorites that MK and I are hitting up right now, please use our code or consider using it, SubHub25 for 25% off all your orders at never2.com.
Absolutely. So, should we go through this women's field first?
Yes, and then we can identify favorites, dark horses, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Um, All right, let's start with the returning champion, Miss Miao Yao, Chinese runner representing Solomon. Her UTMB index is off the chart. She's one of the top ranked runners in the world. But yeah, we're going to keep the results short, but she was last year's winner. She was third the year before, and she recently had a big win at Val d'Aran 50K. She also just ran Sierras and all as well and ended up in the top 10. But yeah, a fun storyline with Miao Yao is can she double back? There hasn't been a back-to-back winner since Ruth Croft, I believe. Unless
Dang.
Blondine once, twice.
Well,
I'll look that up and you can keep going.
yeah, she definitely has a very big shot of being back-to-back winner, but she chose a hard year to do it. As we mentioned, so many of these women are coming back. Judith Wyder is our next woman on the list, and she was second last year in her debut at this distance, at this race. And she's having a great year too. She was second to Sarah Alonso at Zagama. And Sarah had a standout day there. She was also second to Joylene at Mont Blanc Marathon. And that's the next person on this list who I think is like probably our biggest, I wouldn't call her a dark horse, but like new face on
Yeah.
at this race is Joylene Chepnieno. If you guys don't know who that is, she just won Sears and All for the second year in a row. But yeah, this is her OCC debut. I don't know where she qualified for this, but she was definitely somebody who got an extension. Um, but she won Mont Blanc Marathon back in June, which I think was a bit of a surprise for a lot of people because Sears and All is a long race, but Mont Blanc Marathon is an actual like marathon distance race. So it's got like 8 more miles, but it is still quite runnable. So she absolutely crushed that race, beating Judith Wyder, who's run it many times. So I'm very, very curious and excited to see how this goes for her because it is a little bit more technical. She's not bad at technical. She did very well at the Golden Trail finals last fall, which were pretty kind of wild. So,
Yeah, she qualified this year at Restonica Trail,
okay.
was third place. Very similar to Remy Bonnet last year, who did a similar thing. And then Judith Wyder, I think that was her second Mont Blanc marathon. But yeah, ditto everything that MK said about Doyling. She is definitely a new face to watch. Next up, we have Sarah Alonso, who was fourth last year in her debut. And again, just like an incredible field, she ran 6:05 last year, and that was I believe, the longest race she'd ever run up until that
Yeah,
point. But she has been on a heater this year. She won Kobe earlier this year. She backed that up with a win at Zagama, which if you don't follow her, that was a long time coming.
dream day.
Everyone was rooting for Sarah to take that win. It's a race she had her eyes on for a while. But this last couple of months, unfortunately, she was injured by a bull who like had tried to who was ramming her, and it broke her rib in the process. So she went back to cross training, but now she's healthy. She's running. She just did a big run yesterday with Miao Yao, Madalena Flory, and a couple other women who are running OCC. So she's here and she's lining up. So when Sarah decides to line up, eyes should be wide open because she's a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. Rosa Lara Flio, also from Spain. She was ninth at this race last year, so far fourth at Zagama this year. She will probably be a threat for a top 10 finish again, if I had to guess, based on this year and last year's Zagama performances. A new face, I think a face that we kind of maybe expected to. No, she was never planning on running last year. She just qualified last year, and we all thought maybe she was trying to. But Sophia Laukli is making her OCC debut and her race debut of the season? Question mark? Did she
Uh,
run?
no, she ran Mont Blanc Marathon.
Oh, right. I forgot. But Sophia Laukli is a previous Sears and All winner, first American to win it since Stevie Kremer, I believe. And she won Mont Blanc Marathon that year as well. So she is familiar with these trails in Chamonix, but this is her OCC debut.
Yep, another great new face. And we say new face, it's new face to OCC, not
Yes.
Aspire. Well, sometimes Aspire. Next up we have Camila Magliano. She was seventh place last year, gave me a big scare on the final downhill. Um, and yeah, she's just an overall powerhouse, like always racing and mostly getting into top tens, top fives, etc. We also have Therese LeBoeuf, Swiss powerhouse as well. She was second at Eiger 50K this year and was 11th last year. And then to round out our returners, we have Ikram Rosalia. If you guys follow our Sub Hub headlines, we interviewed her earlier this year. She ran what, 228? Something sub 230 in like
Yeah.
her debut marathons. Crazy fast. But she was eighth last year at OCC and sixth at Sagama this year.
Yep. Um, This is a name that I'm really excited for because we were looking at this person's UTMB page. They've been racing since 2009, and this is the second time they have ever raced over 47K. Maud Mathis is joining the OCC hullabaloo. This is her first race longer than 47K because she qualified for this race with a race that was just shorter than 50K. But I do not see her having any problems with this race. She's run Mont Blanc Marathon plenty of times. She's the course record holder for Sears and All, also multiple time winner there. She is no stranger to mountain running, and I don't see this last 8K posing many issues for her.
Yeah, I believe she was signed up last year and then was coming off of an injury or something and ended up dropping down to ETC and getting second place there. But yeah, Maud Mathis stepping up to the plate again. So those are kind of like our top 10 highlighted athletes, athletes who, have won big races, our top returners here. But we did want to mention a couple other names that we think you all should look out for. We have Sophia Poropa
Broknevet.
Vets, Ukrainian athlete representing Run to Summit. We have Kimi Schreiber, German athlete representing Adidas Terrex. Rosanna Bukauer, I'm sorry, German athletes representing Dynafit. She was third at CCC last year. Just gotta be sure to mention that. Hannah Allgood, American athlete representing Adidas Terrex. She won Canadians 50K this year. Jasmine Lowther, Canadian athlete representing ARC Terrex, won Speed Goat last year and fourth this year. And a couple other American athletes, Claire DeVoe, who was American athlete, 11th at Broken Arrow this year, and Ashley Brosovin. She has been top 10 here before in 2022, also an American athlete representing Hoka.
Yeah, so this women's race is stout to say the least.
Yes, very, very, very stout. Um, first question, dark horse.
Dark
And when
horse
I say dark horse, I'm thinking of like potentially someone in like the top 5. Because
that you wouldn't expect to be there, or most people wouldn't expect to be there.
yes, exactly. Because this is a tough list. Like I think if you're in the top 5, like I mean top 10 is going to be an incredible result, but let's go for top 5.
I think my dark horse is probably going to be Hannah Allgood. Um, I mean the 50Ks, like obviously top 10 at Western States is like pretty impressive, but the 50Ks she's run this year have surprised me to begin with. Um, so I could see her dark horsing her way in the top 5.
Yeah, I mean her incredible run was it at Marin 50K.
Yeah.
And then yeah, winning at Canyons 50K. Yeah, I would say that was a great run. You're just like I was just smiling because I'm like true and true short trail fan. You're like, yeah, top Western States is like kind of like that's a huge deal. You're
Yeah.
like, but her 50Ks, man.
I just feel like not everybody who finishes in the top 10 at Western States can run that
Yeah,
fast at the
also,
50K.
no.
Yeah.
I knew what you were saying. It was so funny. Yes, I would also say Hannah Allgood is like I could see like her getting into the top 5. She's like a dark horse. People that aren't considering her, and I could see her doing it in the second half of the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Who do you
right.
think is going to be the top like new face? So that's
Oh,
Joylene,
Joylene.
Maud. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Joylene.
Yeah, because
Okay.
your top three new faces are Joylene, Sophia, and Maud.
Yep.
But I don't know. I just see Joylene being hard to beat generally at the moment. So,
Yeah, definitely. All right, last question before podiums. To me, no brand is sticking out. I have a feeling this podium is going to be a
all
bunch
over
of
the
different
place.
brands. Yeah. Like the only one is maybe Solomon because they have Meow and Sophia. Oh, and technically they have Joylene, right? Because
Yeah.
they sponsor Millimani.
Yep.
So maybe Solomon ends up having 3 in the top 10 is the only thing I could see right now.
Even probably three in the top five is likely.
Possibility. Yeah.
Possibility. Yeah. So yeah, probably Solomon. Just because they also have Joylene.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then the next, just briefly looking at returners and stuff, is A6 with Sarah and Maud.
Yep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's kind of all
Cool.
over the place.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first for the top five? Five.
Bye. Go for it.
Okay, shoot. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go fifth place, Hannah Allgood. That's gonna be my dark horse there. I'm gonna go, oh my gosh, only five. So five, Hannah Allgood.
I know, it's so hard.
Fourth, Sarah Alonso. Third, Miao Yao. Second, Judith Wyder. First, Joyling Chip.
Yeah. And that can go any direction.
I'm gonna have to
Uh,
listen back to this so that I remember what to put in my free trail fantasy.
is it 5 deep or 10 deep?
I'll go look while you give us yours.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna go. Okay, fifth place. I'm gonna go. Oh man. Oh my gosh. I know my top 4. My fifth is like tough. I don't know why this is tough. I'll go with another dark horse-ish. I'll put Kimmy Schreiber in fifth, I think based on the conditions. We got to
Okay.
remember it's going to be slippery. Fourth place, Sophia Laukli. Third place, Joylene.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot Meow. Dang it.
I know.
I'll just continue with where my thought was. I was gonna put Joylene third, Sarah Alonso second, Judith Wyder first. I just think if it's wet, Judith Wyder, this is her race.
Yeah.
Like it's in just like watching the clips of her running, I just think somehow she's even better than she was. Like she just, and she's had strong performances, so she's had a chance to race everybody this year by being at Mont Blanc and being at Sagama. I just think it's her year to win.
Yeah, but she also hasn't over raced.
Exactly. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
had a very thoughtful race. She didn't race years and all this
Yeah.
year. So I think that's why my brain goes Judith Sarah, because neither of them have raced recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free Trail Fantasy is not open yet, so I can't tell if it's 5 or 10.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Cool. Sweet.
kind
Yeah,
of
I think so.
like
I think Sophia, I feel strongly Sophia's gonna be in the top five, actually.
it was hard for me to leave Sophia and Maud out of the top five, but there's only
I
so
know.
many you can put in the
I
top
know.
five.
I know. Well, just forgot the last year's champion somehow
Yeah.
when I was like writing this. Yeah.
This is the first time that you and I, in a while, that we've had like pretty different picks. So,
Yeah, I know. I know.
all right,
Um,
let's talk men.
oh, you guys, this is crazy. All right, let's start with, do we lead with the hot news?
Nah,
Nah,
let's give Antonio
we
his
bury
flowers.
that. Antonio gets the flowers. The man has shown up. This is his fourth OCC in a row, and he's been on the podium. Oh no, he's actually done more than that. But anyways, the last 3 years he's gone second, second, third. Sorry, there's a mosquito in my face. And then he has this year, and he was seventh at Zagama this year. This man is just like he runs, I would say, pretty textbook same race every year, and it works every time. He like sits a little back and then he reels everybody in. And from what I could tell, he's always catching people or is like close to catching people on the final downhill. So, Antonio, you know what works? Just do it again.
Yeah. And this could be his year.
Yep.
Okay, so 2022 when he got second was the first year that he finished. He'd run it one more time before that, but he DNF'd. I'm not seeing another version
Okay.
on there. So fourth time back, first one was a DNF, and then obviously Danny just talked about his last 3 years. Um, Zhu Zi from China was fourth last year. The Chinese athletes do really well on this course. And I can imagine with weather added, I don't know, like was Miao very affected last year at Golden Trail? I can't remember
I
because that
think
was
she was
pretty nasty
tired.
weather. She raced
Yeah,
a
she
ton,
was
so it's hard
tired.
to tell.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how the Chinese athletes race in inclement weather because I don't know what Chinese weather's like generally.
Well, China's freaking huge, so it
Yeah.
probably has everything. China's ginormous. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I get what you're saying. But he was fourth last year, so we give him those flowers.
Yeah.
Next up is Kristen Jones. This guy's gonna be in my top five. UK runner, come
Yeah.
on.
First at
Yeah,
Ultra Trail
that's all you need to
Snowdonia.
say. If
Yeah.
somebody's a Scandinavian or UK runner and it's wet, I'm moving them up my list, y'all. Christian Jones, UK Hoka. He was first at Ultra Trail Snowdonia. Have you guys seen the Insta of that race? Enough said. It is so freaking technical.
It's nasty.
Somebody asked me, they're like, "Would you ever?" I'm like, "No, I would go
No.
there for tea and crumpets, and I'll watch the race. I'm not running that."
I'll go hike around. I will not be
Yeah,
racing.
I'll not be racing that. And he was also first at Kuilamoinen. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a Swedish race. Another super wet, slippery. It snowed there before. But he won that last year. So there you go.
Tao Luo, who was eighth last year, another Chinese athlete. Those are the last of our returning
Returners.
men. And then it's kind of wide open. But like,
Then
is it?
is it? All right. We buried it. We buried it for the last 2 minutes. Have you guys seen the news online? Mr. Jim Walmsley of the US of A Hoka is running OCC for the first time.
Thank God. It's
Think.
about time. Come on.
That's crazy.
It's like obviously Jim has crushed Western States. He's now won UTMB. I like I really want to see him run CCC, but I am just as stoked to see him run OCC. Because I think he's going to do fantastic here. Jim can pretty much do anything in terms of like range. He's been third at Sears and all before. And as we've talked about, I think Killian could show up and win OCC because he has this like massive range of winning Sears and all in Zagama 10 times, but also winning UTMB several times and Western
Yeah.
States once.
I mean, just going through his UTMB, he hasn't lost a race since 2022 UTMB. Granted, he did DNF at last year's UTMB, so it's technically an L-ish. Um, but yeah, he hasn't lost in a while.
And this is a great
And
tune-up for Long Trail Worlds.
yes, exactly. It's perfect. It's like a great, great double, especially someone who's like seasoned as him. And when he did run Sears and all, he was third. That
Yeah,
was 6 years ago. Um, but yeah,
but
like MK said,
still
he could do anything. He could run road marathon. He just ran a VK and won it beginning of August here in France, and I think he did like a big course record from what I can remember seeing kind of briefly online. So yeah, that's all. That's some big ripples into this OCC
firepower.
men's firepower. Next up, Nadir Maguiet, Italian athlete. I'm pretty sure he runs for La Sportiva, but it's not listed here. He recently just won Val d'Aran 50K, which that is the same race that Miao Yao just won. Also, it was the European major for UTMB.
Mm.
Um, and we honestly, these next three names, go for it. I mean, say the next one.
Yeah, a name that I'm super stoked to see on this list is Davide Magnini. We talked a bit about him in a couple of episodes recently. Davide used to like run this show, like the Sub Ultra show a couple years ago, has been hurt for a while. But he's back and he's healthy. He won Mont Blanc Marathon. He recently won, was it Gire de Mont, the long race, and now he is lining up at, I believe, his debut for OCC.
Yeah, I want
I'll
to
have to
say
double
so
check that,
too.
but
Yeah, I see a lot of he won YCC in 2017. But I'm not seeing anything
well,
lining up for OCC. He's pretty young though, still.
yeah. Well, and prior to him getting hurt, like Golden Trail was much more prominent than OCC at the time. So it was like, why would he race OCC when he could just like go, he was
Totally.
winning Golden Trail races like it was nothing.
Yeah, he has a lot of like second place finishes. Like in 22, he was second at Zagama, second at Mont Blanc Marathon. He was second at Mont Blanc Rare Run in 2021. Some top five finishes at Sears and all. A couple of those. He's won
He,
Mont Blanc Marathon in 2019, Le Mans Extreme. So, anyways, this guy knows the trails, and it's a really, really cool to see him back at it. Because I was kind of curious if he was going to come back, and
it's been a
especially like with
while.
his new sponsor, New Balance, because he was with Solomon for a long period of time. Next up, we have another powerhouse American who has a lot of range, and that's
Yeah.
Mr. Adam Peterman. We cannot forget. So he was third at CCC last year. Incredible race. The whole year was kind of him building back. I've been there. And yeah, it was just so, so cool to see him get third at CCC. And he also won Gorge Waterfalls 100K earlier this year. He did walk it in at Western States. He did finish the race. But go back in a time machine a couple years ago, and this man was crushing all the course records on American Classic 50Ks. So he's
Jim
got speed.
Walmsley course records.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I'm really, really excited to see him lined up for this race.
Also doing the OCC Long Trail Worlds double.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
true. Dang.
Uh, and then we have somebody who's returning to OCC after a hiatus of long trail stuff, Petter Engdahl. He is the CCC course record holder, was first at Monte Rosa UTMB 40K this year, eighth at Mont Blanc Marathon. He was third at OCC the last time he was here in 2021. And yeah, Petter, I feel like has been, like slowly coming back from this didn't he have like an asthma issue? But that first at Monte Rosa UTMB 40K, like he seems to be getting pretty speedy again.
Yeah, he was never really able to like identify it fully, but he was having trouble with like his lungs and his vocal cords for pretty much the whole past year. But yeah, I am really, really excited to see Petter back doing shorter stuff. As we know, like as the story goes, third at OCC next year runs an insane course record at CCC, one of the days where it all lined up perfectly. And
Seemingly
then he
untouchable.
yeah, and then he tried UTMB, rough go, dropped out, tried Western States and had a good race, but not like full Petter potential, and came back to CCC, dropped out. So I'm really really excited to see him and just seeing him in person. He is just like he's so happy, and I think that is powerful when athletes are like, they're vibing, their vibes are high. But just a couple other of male athletes we want to count or we want to take note of. We have Luca Del Pero. If you have listened to this podcast, we've definitely given Luca his flowers. He is a badass sky racer, a sky runner racer, runs for Scarpa, recently second at Lavaredo 50K. No other than the Swiss Army knife himself, Roberto De Lorenzi. Brooks, trail runner. He won ETC in 2023 and was first at Eiger 50K this year. Ezekiel Rudo, Kenyan athlete, fourth at Mont Blanc Marathon this year. He cannot, I think he's a dark horse. Christian Gio, Italian athlete. He's won a handful of sky races. And Rui Ueda, Japanese athlete for Red Bull Solomon. He won Chiang Mai UTMB 50K at the last year.
Yeah. I guess you go first this time in terms of dark horse into the top five.
Mm. Oh, I mean, it's hard to call him a dark horse, but I think it's like my American bias is Adam Peterman. I'm just curious how the bot is feeling after a long day on the legs, walking it in at Western States.
Yep.
Um, because everyone else I'm thinking for my top five, they don't seem like dark horses to
Yep.
me in this moment. Yeah, what about
M-
you?
My dark horse is gonna be kind of similar. I'm gonna go with Hannes Nomberger. Kind of
Yeah.
same thing, like depends on where his legs are, because that man went to the well at Western States. But I could see him like he's a great mountain runner. He normally doesn't do stuff this short, but yeah, I could see him squeaking his way into the top five. He ran way faster than I thought he would at Canyon's 100K, and you have to be fast to run here, so.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And
Mm.
then what else did we say for the women?
Are there top teams? Oh no, top new face
Yeah, top new face. So someone new to this year's OCC. Oh,
or new to OCC in general.
yeah, new to OCC in general.
I mean, mine's an easy one.
Jim
Jim
Walmsley.
Walmsley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically Davide is new to it too.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go Jim.
Okay, I'll say Davide. Yeah.
And
And
in
then
terms
top
of
team.
team, it's kind of the same. Like,
Yeah. Which
there's
that's
no,
fun, right? Like there's
yeah,
no super dominant team.
I guess, even Hoka is just Adam and Jim. I don't know. There's one Solomon, two Adidas. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Sportiva. He is Sportiva.
I'm gonna go Hoka just because I have my American bias that I'd like to see Peterman and Walmsley in the top five, you know?
Yeah, I mean, prior to Eli, the top American male finish, I do believe, was Hayden Hawks in fifth place in 2022.
Where did
Prior
Jesh
to Eli,
finish?
Jesh was also fifth place.
Okay, so tied. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm,
yeah, yeah. That's kind of crazy. Before, yeah.
that is crazy.
Um,
Because it was basically like Hayden at fifth, then you at third.
oh no, Jesh at fourth. So he is
Okay.
the because Dion's result, I think, got taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hayden at
Okay.
fifth, you at third, Jesh at fourth, Eli at
Katie,
first. Oh, Katie at second, Eli at first, and now it's like, what are we gonna get this year?
we have one of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, what are we gonna get? And I
Perfect.
have a
Hopefully
sixth
more than
place
one.
finish, but yeah.
Yes, yes.
Crazy. Okay.
All
Do
right.
I go first?
Yeah, I went first last time.
Okay. Oh man, this is hard. Oh my gosh, how dare I? Oh, why would I do that? That's so mean. Okay. All right. Fifth place. This breaks my heart because I don't want him to get fifth place. This is just how it landed, okay? Just, I'm gonna put Jim in fifth place.
Wow, okay.
I know. I feel so dumb right now. And then this also breaks my heart. I'm gonna put Antonio Martinez Perez because I love Antonio. He's so special, and I want him to get the win. That's just how it landed. All right, Jim Walmsley. Ugh, kill me now. Antonio Martinez Perez, Davide Maggini, Patter Engdahl, and Christian Jones taking the win. I just
Okay.
think if it
The weather.
rains the next 10 days, my like the theory that we've come up with, UK runners, Scandinavians freaking thrive.
Yeah.
And
Mm,
Christian Jones winning, he can run technical, he could run fast, and he has experience. So that's a wild top five. I need to go
that
sit
is
in
a
the corner.
wild top
I can't
five.
believe I just did that.
Oh man.
Oh, oh, I need to go repent right now. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
This
Okay.
is really hard. I'm gonna go Petter in fifth, Antonio in fourth. I'm gonna go Christian in third, Davide in second, and Jim in first.
Yeah, that's really good. But you have the same top five as me. The
Yeah, it
logic is
just
there.
mixed around a bit. And I think Adam Peterman and Hannes Nomberger are like the guys knocking for fifth.
Knocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. Nadir McGay is also really good, and he's really good on technical stuff too, so I could see him being there
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, I'm feeling good about that top five. Like, that's a really freaking good top five. I think the race who can get up to Col de Bomb the fastest, it's kind of game over
Yeah.
because
There
I
won't
think
be as
it'll
many
be,
bonks
yeah, exactly.
up to
It'll
La
be like
Flégère.
very keen to Tony McCann's win 2 years ago, Miao last year. It's like whoever can get there and survive, I think it's gonna be really hard to catch them.
Yeah. And I guess final question about this race. Are we going to see course records go down on either side? I mean, the weather is sounding pretty nice, but at the same time, the weather is sounding kind of sloppy.
Yeah, it could be sloppy. Like if you're rain in the face, wind going up to Col de Bomb, that'll suck because that
It's a
trail,
cold climb.
people were falling off it last year. Like I almost slipped off the side because it's just the it's just so tilted. So
Yeah.
if it's also wet and rainy, I'm not saying people are gonna fall off, you guys, but it's just like you just have to
Just
pay
got to be
that just more
careful.
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I could I f- it's just so weird because the women have 7 returners, but for some reason I'm leaning towards we're gonna see. I don't even know why I'm saying that. A men's course record?
I
Because
don't
the
I don't think either of them are getting broken. Like I know last year was hot, but
yeah,
I don't
they just
know.
ran out of their minds.
Yeah. Even with Eli's like glorious, glorious La Flégère bonk. Like I still don't know if that's going
Brother held
down.
on. Brother held on. Yeah,
Oh,
that was a fast time.
That was.
5'11".
Well, and Miao Yao is the only woman to have broken 6 hours at this point.
Yeah.
So, and she did it by 6 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely. I could see like two or three women breaking six, but not potentially breaking the course record, like 5:57:58 or something.
Yeah, I would agree
But
with that.
like, I still can't get over 2023. Like, Tony McCann's win there. She ran so fast, and I think the weather was very helpful for that. You never get hot.
Yeah. But also it's hard to compare because the courses were just so different too. So,
Totally.
who
So
knows?
we don't know, guys.
Fortunately, you don't have to bet on that for free trail fantasy,
Yeah.
so
Over under course record, that would be a whole nother level of betting. That's for
uh-huh.
sure. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Wait, so your final is neither records are going down.
Mine is neither. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say one record goes down. I don't know which one, but one will.
All right. I
All
like
right,
it.
there we go.
Well, it was so fun to cover OCC together.
I know, it's so fun. So yeah, there you guys go. OCC happening next week, Thursday. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Thursday. Why is my
You
brain
should
not
know
working?
this, you guys. The 28th, Thursday. Okay, cool. It trips me out with the CCC and UTMB start times.
Yeah,
Is
because they're like on the same day but drastically different times and yeah.
exactly. So yeah, OCC 28th of August starts at 8:15, and those are our picks, y'all. So yeah, go to Free Trail Fantasy, consider using our code on Never Second, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.